Hi guys, it's Sam and I am back today with another August book haul because as a book lover, you know, it was inevitable that I was going to buy some more books before the end of the month. And last week, my coworkers and I decided to make a little lunchtime field trip to Barnes & Noble, and I picked up some more books there as well as a couple of others I got elsewhere, because what better way to spend your lunch hour than in a bookstore? Am I right? I'm right. So the first book that I got while I was at Barnes & Noble was The Once and Future King by T.H. White. So this is a retelling of Arthurian legends, and I'm surprised I have never heard of this because I've mentioned before that I love Arthurian legends, everything to do with King Arthur and all of that stuff. I love those stories. I don't know why I had never heard of this. It is so wrong, but I found it there and I had to get it. This was published, I think the first of his stories was published in the 50s, and it is what the Disney movie The Sword in the Stone is based off of his first story. So I'm excited to read that, but I hadn't really ever heard of him, so I looked him up and I was really surprised to see three things. One, J.K. Rowling based Dumbledore off of his version of Merlin and always felt that his Arthur was Harry's spiritual ancestor. Number two, Neil Gaiman has based, can't remember if it was Merlin or Arthur, off of one of his characters, and these Squire's Tales books I've showed you guys before by Gerald Morris, a series of his series of retellings of Arthurian legends, was influenced by T.H. White's retellings of Arthurian legends. So it sounds like it'll be pretty humorous. I can't wait to read it. I am so excited. It's a hefty little sucker. It's 639 pages, but I can't wait. I'm so excited. Now the cover's pretty cool. I like the silhouetted, I'm assuming Arthur, but I don't really know. That was the first book I got at Barnes & Noble. The next two books I was so excited about. So I had just picked up this guy, and I was kind of looking around. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to get. There were a couple things I was like, I don't know what to do. But then we went downstairs and we saw their bargain books, and they had all of the Barnes & Noble's classics, which are gorgeous. The first one that I picked up was Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, one of the Barnes & Noble's classics, and it is gorgeous. Look at it. Look at it. I love the typography, and I love the little clock over here and the spine. Look at the spine. And it has a bookmark. And this was only 12 bucks. These are such a good deal. And I haven't read Great Expectations yet. So I'm really excited to read this one. So I like Charles Dickens. And what's the best way to read Charles Dickens than with a gorgeous cover? Can we just? It is so pretty. The next one that I picked up from the Barnes & Noble Classic Editions, I was so excited. One of my coworkers and I, we actually both got it, is Fairy Tales from Around the World by Andrew Lang. Look at this. Look at it. Can we just? It's just so pretty. It has gilded pages and the bookmark and, oh, and look inside. Look inside. Owls. I love owls. It's just so pretty. It has some original art, and I've heard of this before, but I didn't know they had this collection here. He collected them from 30 countries and 6 of the 7 continents, which was like unheard of back then, because it was just, like it says here, it was a masterwork of multiculturalism before the term had been coined. And I'm excited to read about other fairy tales from other countries, and I just think it's so cool, and I love this cover. Even the spine is awesome. I don't know if you can see. It's a little bit of a glare there, but I was so excited about this book. It's so awesome. The next book that I got, finally, was Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I'm not really sure how to say your last name, I'm sorry. I have been hearing nothing but good things about her books, and I am new to contemporary. I don't read a lot of it. When I say I don't read a lot of it, I mean I'm pretty sure I've never read a contemporary book ever. But I've heard a lot of good things about it. It seems cute, and I'm kind of in for something that's kind of light and cute and easy to read, and that's what people keep saying this book is, and that I won't be disappointed. So I'm excited to read this one, so I just decided to pick it up. They had it at Target for like $15, which was a good deal because at Barnes & Noble I saw it for $20. So I picked that one up. The next book I got from the author, I got Phantom's Dance by Lisa Howard. She contacted me on Goodreads and saw that I was interested in reading more contemporary and asked me if I wanted to read her book, and it sounded interesting, so I said yes. She even signed it, which I thought was pretty cool. Basically what I gather is that it's a modern retelling of The Phantom of the Opera, and I thought it sounded really cool. I thought it was an interesting idea, and I told her I'd read it and review it for her, so I'm sure you guys will be seeing that pretty soon. The next book that I got was also from an author, and it's an ebook, and it was I Was a Teenage Ghost Hunter by Brian K. Henry. He contacted me on Twitter and asked me if I want to read his book. It sounded interesting. It's a young adult, kind of humorous, paranormal type book. And I don't know, it just sounded interesting, so I told him yes, I would read it and review it, so you guys can also look out for that one. I hope to read soon. They both sound like interesting books, so I'm excited to read them. That is it for me today, guys. That should be the last of my August books, because I need to pace myself. If I get any more, it'll be next month. And I will link my first August book haul down below, because I also got some cool books earlier in the month. If you guys want to go and check those out and see them, just look down the box and I will have the video down there. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts were, and anything that you might be excited to see a review on, aside, of course, from the 2 review books I have here. Just let me know and I can do that for you guys. And until next time, happy reading and bye! I'm filming in the morning, which means I have not consumed my coffee yet, which is a crime and a sin, because I am addicted to coffee and I'm not afraid to admit it. But look at my pretty mug. Sláinte, I think is how you say it. It basically translates from Gaelic and it means health. And it's pretty and it's Irish and I love everything Ireland. I need my coffee in the morning, otherwise I'll be a grumpy zombie.